Hey guys, Lord here, back in with another action figure review. Today we'll be taking a look at the Gargoyles Ultimate Dragon Man from the fine folks over at NECA Toys. Wait, hold up. It appears I've made a mistake. Because today we're going to be taking a look at the Marvel Legends Hasbro Pulse exclusive and or made-to-order Dragon Man from Fantastic Four, brought to us by the fine folks over at Hasbro. My apologies, this thing looked so much like a gargoyle, I forgot NECA totally dropped the ball and canceled that line. Fucking dicks. That said, despite me still not being over that, I have to say that this figure almost makes me forget about that. Almost. Should've got Cold Stone, damn it. Either way, if you guys remember my review of the Gamerverse Venom way back when, this fella here, I said he was pretty substantial, and I guess in terms of height he is, because he is a little taller than our Dragon Man. Ever so slightly, but here's the deal. Dragon Man is wide as hell. He's a thick, chunky boy. And if you're wondering where I got this blade from, the Target exclusive, which wound up being a fan channel later on, Space Knight Venom and Mania 2-pack had one of these, and I think it comes with some kitty Venom toys too, but I figured I'd clip that onto his arm. One less thing to keep in storage. But I guess before we get too far ahead of ourselves with, I don't know, reminiscing about lines from literally a year or two ago to comparisons with other big Chungus action figures, why don't we cut right to the chase and get into the meat and taters of this review and take a look, see at all Dragon Man has to offer in terms of accessories, starting off with a pair of fisticuffs. Wouldn't want to get hit by that, would I? Look, he even has 3 fingers and a thumb, just like Gargoyles. I need to get over that. He also comes with a book, just like Goliath from NECA Gargoyle. Okay. But he comes with a book. Looks like it's got a slot for his thumb right there. His very big, scary monster thumb. He's also got a pair of glasses, which do actually fit on him pretty well. You just gotta kind of put them on his snout like this, and they kind of fit in there. It ain't perfect, mind you, but it ain't bad. And once you get it in there, it'll stay, but it's getting it in there that is the challenge. If I tilt his head up, I can show you what he looks like with them on without him falling off. Here. Because my whole thing is, I have small fingers and I'm having trouble getting this in there. There you go. He's got his little spectacles, his almost Ozzy Osbourne looking spectacles. Rest in peace. Don't worry, I still got something special coming for that. But I'm probably not going to display him with these, just because I don't want to lose him. Knowing my luck, I will. He also has this big ass tail. I can beat someone to death with this. I'm going to have to heat this up to pop it in, but I hate the fact that it just kind of sticks straight back. It doesn't really allow you to move it, so I'm going to have to heat this. Hopefully I can get it to where I can, I don't know, pose it worth a shit so I can actually stand this guy up without it being an issue. But we'll see. It's like a 10-inch tail. It's like as tall as that Venom I just pulled out. So, you know, take that for what it's worth. But very thick tail. Thick wire in there. But I think a little bit of heat is necessary to get it to really work. And then on top of the wings we have on his back, we got these big spread out wings. Look at these monsters. These are huge. They're of course articulated with a little hinge there. Granted, the hinge is not facing the right way. This should have been angled up a little more, especially for this wing set. Of course, you get 2 of them. Nice paint in there too. But there you go. That's it for accessories. I mean, what more could you possibly ask for a big-ass figure like this? I'm not entirely sure myself. Maybe a lower price tag, but freaking, let's not kid ourselves. So, bringing this guy up. His wings on the back as they are. These hinge okay, I guess. You can kind of hinge these how you want. Nice tight ratchets on them suckers too, so very easy to move. His head is on a disc hinge, which is also very tight. He's got this big old alien head going on too. He also has a hinged jaw with a separately hinged tongue, which is very cool. Don't see that every day. His little horns on the side of his head. He's got his little ears. Little ears! His shoulders will pop out to the side. He's got a butterfly joint. The beautiful butterfly that'll swing back and forth. His arm will rotate up and down. He's got a bicep swivel. He's got double jointed elbow, which is stiff, but I can get it to move without heat, so that's always nice. A little chunky, but not terrible. I've definitely seen worse than that. But I would just hold on to the bicep when you're trying to do that so you don't pop the arm off. I don't think it's going to break. Those got to be thick pegs in there, but at any rate, he does have hinged swivel wrists. That work just fine. A diaphragm joint that can crunch this far forward. If I do this, you can probably see it a little better. Go this far back. You can tilt side to side as well as rotate. And it's very nice and tight in there. Not too tight, but tight enough. At least for me. So that's cool. Hips will kick up, down. Not a lot of range out of that, but he is a big dude. He does get decent splits though. Almost better than Spider-Man. He's got a thigh cut, double jointed knee. If I can bend it. Yeah, there we go. There's your double knee. Not as chunky as the elbow. Definitely a workout trying to move this thing. And he does have the standard hinge at the ankle with the rocker joint, as well as the toe joint. That is not floppy loose. That Venom's wasn't even that tight, so I do appreciate that. So, yes, this is definitely one of the best Legends of the year. Is it my favorite? I don't know. I really like Nemesis. I really like Venom. Dragon Man's character I've always wanted, because again, he looks like a freaking giant yoked out gargoyle man, but at any rate, I do really like this figure. And I think even if you got like NECA gargoyles, he'll work great with those. He might even take up less space because of his wings. The only thing he's got going against him is his tail not being as bendy as I would like. But that's just me. So, just stand him up there. Try to center him anyways. It's not the easiest thing to do with a big figure like this. Bringing our two regulars, the Mythic Legions. The Mythic Legions ain't gonna be shit next to this guy, Brother Mandibolith. And the infamous 11 Spawn, who, yeah, definitely not towering over everyone today. Al Simmons is large and in charge like 90% of the time, but definitely not today. So, with that being said, this guy is way off center. That is going to drive my OCD nuts. Hold up. Hold up. There. That's a lot more centered. I don't know why he was all the way on the left. There's Spawn again. There's Mandible the Flibble again. Alright. this concludes Overlord's brief OCD moment. But with that being said, it is time now that we wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, in the question, all of you out there in YouTube land are probably wondering, is this guy worth the $100? And was this guy worth the wait? Personally, I think this figure is badass enough to warrant some of you, with deep pockets that is, going on the secondary market and trying to track this guy down for a decent price. You're probably going to pay upwards to, if I had to guess, $150 on the low end, $200 on the high end for this guy nowadays. But if you can swing it, I still think that's cheaper than the Toy Biz one from back in the day, which I'm not going to say this one is better because both of them have different aesthetics, but as far as a quality standpoint goes, I like some of the Hasbro stuff better than Toy Biz. Toy Biz just seems a little more fragile as far as their Marvel Legends go. Sometimes, not all the time. But yes, at the end of the day, when all's said and done, I freaking love this figure. I'm so happy to have it, and I'm 99.98% sure I'm going to use him as a gargoyle in this year's Halloween display, because just look at this beautiful looking son of a bitch. So, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and until next time, I'll catch you guys later.